Welcome everybody back to another Boldcast reaction. I'm Carson.
I'm Lindsay.
And this is Naruto Shippuden, episode 10 reaction. What happened last time?
Last time, Sakura and Naruto and Kakashi are on their way to the Sand Village. They met up with Temari along the way and confirmed for her that, yes, she had been seeing several bad omens around, and that not so subtle bad omens, and that was not for nothing. Some shit really went south while she was gone. Mm-hmm. That was not good for her. And then we also got introduced.
And then
introduced at the end to the honored siblings, who are some old people, and apparently one of their grandson is in the Akatsuki, so that might drive them to help
which
out
grandson?
I forget what his name is. It was the.
Welcome to Lindsay can't remember anybody's name. The channel.
It's the puppet guy, but I don't know
what's his name. What's the
remember.
other guy's name?
Deidara.
What's the other guy's name?
It starts with an S.
Yeah, it does start with an S.
Sasori?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And we heard the old lady's name once.
Yeah.
If you remember what it was. We just heard it again.
I know, we
as
just
I pulled
heard
up
it.
the episode.
I know, but I can't remember what it was.
It was Lady Chio.
Okay.
We're going to get into this episode of Naruto after I tell you to check out our Patreon. If you want to get 5 episodes ahead on our Patreon of Naruto and a week ahead. That's a week ahead on Naruto, a week ahead on a bunch of our other series like Demon Slayer and like Beastars right now, and a bunch of other stuff in the future. You can also get uncuts. You can get a week of uncuts ahead if you go to our Patreon and go to our highest tier. But yeah, and that's just scratching the surface of a bunch of the benefits that you can get by going to our Patreon, patreon.com/boldcast. So check that out if you're interested. But we're going to get right into this after I tell you this is not a market substitute. Watch on Netflix, watch on Crunchyroll. Support the official release, buy manga, do whatever you gotta do, and we're making these under the assumption that you've seen the show already, because this is not a substitute for watching the show for free. We're not trying to provide you a free way of watching the show. We're providing our reaction, our review, and using the footage to aid that reaction. Again, not as a replacement. So, support the official release. Naruto Shippuden, episode 10. Let's go. I've never seen paper. Oh yeah, sasori means scorpion. I said that already, but that explains like why he's got that tail.
Mm-hmm.
The connection.
Feels good to be leaving the sand behind.
In more ways than one.
I don't like keeping people waiting. Yeah, right. You're one to complain. Whose fault is it that it all took so long anyway? We're both to blame for that. That's true, I suppose.
I suppose. For once. No glasses like a badass. No apron, no safety measures.
Oh my god.
You're mixing that willy-nilly next to your fucking...
As a matter of fact, we've asked for a specialist to be sent from the Leaf Village.
You would have us depend on others? It's because of your dependence on this alliance with a foreign land that our own people have become backward and lazy.
Kankuro's partly to blame. By pursuing the enemy too far, he recklessly exposed himself to danger. Something a shinobi should never do.
What a fucking idiot!
Instead of... if they send anyone at all, it won't be a specialist, but some useless underling, just as a simple formality.
I can't believe they'd ever do that.
Useless underling, you say.
Everyone only looks out for themselves.
So, a specialist from the Leaf Village. Useless underling.
Break time's over.
Who could they possibly be talking about?
Where's Naruto?
Right up there.
He died in the night. I don't know why my sense of humor's all fucked up.
Everyone's gonna hate you.
This flashback to like episode 30 Naruto Part 1 reaction, where I would just make dumb shit jokes every 5 seconds.
One more day till we reach the Sand Village. We have to hurry.
Okay.
They got the directions right. That's really interesting that they got like the sun rising in the east because they're heading west to the Sand Village. It's really interesting. I never realized that they put that much attention to detail.
Wood. Sasori's outdone himself this time. His skills have improved considerably. Well, there's one who's more versed in antidotes than I. That old queen of slugs, Tsunade of the Leaf. She was a thorn in my side in the era of the Great War.
She's like
coming up
16
with
there.
antidotes for every kind of poison I could throw at her. Who knows, now that we're such great friends with them, perhaps we could send word to her to come help us with her
Lady Tsunade is now Hokage of the Leaf. She must look after her own village.
That little bitch from the Leaf Village.
Stop.
Even
Sorry.
if she were to
I know that. I'm not a fool. I wasn't seriously suggesting we summon her here. That'd be the last thing I want. I can't bear that old slug queen.
Lady Tsunade, are you alright?
I'm fine.
There's a very bad cold going around the village. You really should be careful.
I will.
Some of the medical corps are saying we're gonna have to lock down for 2 weeks.
2 days ago. If all goes well, they should be there tomorrow morning.
The most fragile teacups on the continent.
Oh my.
Tell me.
Don't tell me.
Group 3, number 117037. I knew it. I won. And first prize, too. Definitely a bad omen. Shizune! Shizune, get in here!
At last we're here. Let's go.
Doo-doo. Bow.
That's pretty impressive.
What is?
Just, I don't know. That they had. I mean, but it's also kind of an obvious entrance, so I don't know. Interesting.
But like it's difficult to find. This is
Yeah.
like in a river, like random river.
You're late. We must get ready at once.
It's like a hologram. What is it?
Is he summoning something? Is it that thing from the opening? I don't like that.
All right. Shall we begin?
I'm gonna offer him up as a sacrifice or something. To whatever that is.
What's that? We haven't been able to find Captain Yura. What? There's no doubt to any of us.
Oh
that
no,
he
what
was
a
headed for
horrible
the road
tragedy.
before the incident. But there's no trace of him.
Lady Tsunade,
So
did
they
you call me?
Sasori sent him away,
Yes.
and now he's just missing.
We have to send reinforcements to the Sand Village at once.
Reinforcements.
There's one team that must be done with their mission by now. They'll be on their way back. We
I
have
hope
to
it's
be ready for
whatever
the worst case scenario.
Squad Shikamaru has.
Shikamaru's doing the tuning exams. He's not coming back from a mission. Do you remember? We saw him when they left.
Yeah.
Now take 3 days and nights. Stay aware of your physical self. Zetsu, have your physical body stand guard outside. I know. Only 3 days. Isn't it possible that it might take longer than that since we don't have Orochimaru with us? All the more reason to get started at once. That's true.
You know shit's going down when the organs kick in. I wish I knew what these kanji said. It's different for each one. New one. Another new guy.
Sealing jutsu. 9 phantom dragons.
9 phantom dragons.
You were right. They're back from their mission.
Better be Rock Lee, or else I will stop watching it.
I've got an S-rank mission for this squad.
An S rank mission?
You're joking.
The raw Tsunade just like no.
This is our first shot at an S rank mission, so don't you go blowing it for us by getting it.
Could you imagine if they actually got sent?
What's that music, Nebisu Sensei?
S rank mission.
It was all a mistake. Thank goodness.
I'm assigning you essentially the same mission as Team Kakashi. Get to the Sand Village as fast as possible and provide any support necessary. Is that clear?
Nice.
Ready, Lady Tsunade.
He's got the vest.
Leave it to us.
We're on it.
Good.
They look so badass.
Team Guy is always
Neji looks so
ready for
fucking cool.
action.
You have a cold?
No, just my allergies acting up, that's all.
Everyone's sneezing.
Don't worry, we'll make it to the
Yeah, are you sure that cracked cup was about the Sand Village and not your own pandemic?
We won't know until we try, or will we? Forward, everyone, with the speed of you.
Lead on, Sensei.
So embarrassing.
They are who they are,
Still as enthusiastic as ever, I see.
Well,
Ten
at
Ten
least they
and
have a
Neji just-
purpose in the plot.
Just so like reserved and normal. And then it's just Guy and Lee.
Where's my makeup?
Relying on the leaf, it's pathetic.
Straight up nationalist.
Hey, sis. Asleep.
You dead?
Even one of our own people would have had a hard time with that sandstorm.
Look, over there. Expecting you.
Lady Tamari, you were with them?
Please, this way.
Damn it! Don't give up yet, Tamari. Let me take a look at him.
Sakura.
Oh, she did get-
Taking a look?
Kokoro!
Him, the white fang of the leaf. Ready to defend yourself or die!
Oh my god!
Yeah. So what do you think of that one?
Man, that was they were really doing a lot to up the stakes in that episode. They had the bad omens round 2. They had a natural like the sandstorm, like
Yeah.
it's not a disaster, but it's like even their environment is fighting back against them and they're racing against the clock. And then of course the old lady who's an expert at making poisons apparently has no idea how to counteract this one, which is kind of shitty.
And they started sealing Gaara,
Yeah.
and because they were like delayed, they're like way behind. So
Yeah. So that's kind of interesting that I don't know. We'll talk about that after this
the
is
whole
over.
ending thing. Yeah. So what do you think of that one?
That's a pretty action-packed filled episode. We got Rock Lee, which is what I wanted.
Mm-hmm.
I feel blessed.
Tuning Rock Lee. With
Yeah,
the vest.
tuning Rock Lee. So now he's even more matching of Guy Sensei.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we got to see Neji and his new outfit, and Ten Ten in her new outfit. I love how they kind of look like a unit,
Yeah.
and then Rock Lee and Guy look like a unit. That's kind of funny.
I always thought Neji looked so fucking cool.
Yeah, so let's talk about maybe the Gaara thing first. So they're sealing him using the 9 dragon? 9...
You literally can't remember a single...
9
If it's a
Phantom
name, if
Dragon?
it can be considered a name, you can be guaranteed that Lindsay won't remember it. Even if it's not a person. If it's an attack, she won't remember it for anything. But yes, it was the 9 Phantom Dragons.
Okay, so they're doing that, and I assume it was supposed to be 10, but since they don't have Orochimaru, then now it's just the 9.
Supposedly.
Because they had like 10 fingers.
Mm-hmm.
So and they were like, oh, will it take longer because Orochimaru's not here? And then they were like, doubt it.
Yeah, it's like a super villain Zoom call where they're all like.
Yeah, I don't know how they
hologrammed
can.
in.
I don't know what their hologram jutsu is. That seems kind of that.
Well, they said that like their physical bodies. Be
Yeah.
careful of your physical bodies. So they're
So
like
they're
projecting themselves in there. Apparently.
Yeah, which is kind of an interesting thing to do, and it's. Yeah, I guess I just wonder like how they can do, like if they just have to all be thinking of like the same place to be able to do that. I don't know.
Looking at me?
I'm just saying it's an interesting power, and I question the mechanics of it a little bit. But it is interesting because who knows where all those other guys is. But it would be nice to sort of like. I mean, no one knows that they're doing this, but it would be nice to find one of those other guys and just, like, kill them while they weren't in their physical body. Mm-hmm. That would be a prime time to go after them. Mm-hmm. But obviously no one knows that that's what they're doing or where any of the other ones are. So they're sealing him in that weird, massive thing that's in the opening. I wonder what that is. So, if their plan is to seal, like, multiple... like great spirits inside of one thing. I wonder what that is all about. I don't think we're supposed to know yet, so but it's just an interesting, it's sort of, I guess, kind of slightly different than what I was originally thinking. I was originally thinking maybe like they would, like, one of them would take on, like, would like seal it in themselves or something, but it doesn't seem like that's the case. Either maybe they're trying to make like their own creature somehow by sealing all of them inside of one thing. But since they seem to retain like this, like the fox is still the fox inside of Naruto. So I don't know what would happen if you like put them all into one place, if they'd all just like fight each other forever. And maybe, I don't know what they would do if they were all just, like, put into one thing, if they would just, like, be fighting each other forever.
How many great spirits do you think there are?
I don't know. I think that there's probably more than 2. Because there's Naruto and there's Gaara. But they've already got, like, I think that there's more than 2. Probably. But I don't know how many. Maybe, like, each village has one. I was originally thinking maybe there was, like, 10 of them. And that's why there was like 10. That's what I was thinking of at the beginning. And then they called Gaara's thing like the one tail, and then obviously Naruto's the 9 tail. So I don't know. But what if there was just like multiple different types of tails? like there was 10, like a 1 tail, a 2 tail, 3 tail, 4 tail. I don't know. But I don't know. That's a possibility. And I think, did they say because, like, they were in, like, a team of 2, and obviously everyone else is, I don't know, maybe like, Itachi looks like he's going after Naruto, but did each of them have to get one, or maybe there's only 5, but I think there was maybe 10. I don't know. But, I'm still...
5? Wait, what? 5 what?
Because I was thinking, like, there's two, like, Deidara and, Sasori went after Gaara.
Yeah.
But then maybe they're gonna go after, like, someone else after, I think. Because they said...
I think Sasori said, yeah.
Yeah, we can go after someone, but they don't know where the other one... The next one that they're going for is. Mm. And then they said, oh, well, I don't have to get my one, I just have to get a one. I wish he would just come right here as Naruto is, like, heading to the to the Sand Village. So I'm thinking that there's probably 10. And that's why there's 10 of the Akatsuki originally. But now there's only 9, but there's still 10. Or maybe there's only 9, I don't know. And then they maybe started with Gaara, because maybe his is, like, technically the weakest, because he only has 1 tail. I don't know. Or maybe they just don't know where the other ones are, and it was, like, public knowledge that Gaara is the Kazekage, and he has the spirit inside of him. So, anyway, that's sort of what I'm thinking about that, but maybe in these next few episodes, because it's going to take them 3 days and 3 nights to seal Gaara, and hopefully something can be done, like, before then, or else he's kind of fucked. Maybe they'll, like, talk while they're doing it. Maybe they won't. Maybe they'll just be standing there for 3 days and 3 nights. But it would be interesting to see something happen. In regards to that, it would be interesting to get a little bit more information of sort of what the end goal is here, because they obviously want to seal however many of them there are, they want to seal them, but I'm not too sure of what their, like, final goal is. However, other than that, good thing Sakura was trained by none other than Tsunade herself, because now, of course, oh no, that darn Tsunade, that little weasel, I hated her, she ruined everything, that frickin' slug, she cured all of my poisons, but it's too late, and I wouldn't want her here anyway.
Yeah.
Well, how convenient that her student, who is now apparently really good, is headed straight for them.
Her useless underling, as she put it.
That's funny. But then at the very end there, freaking Lady Chio just, I guess maybe thought Kakashi was his dad, and then just tried to attack him.
See, that's another reason why the Kakashi flashback,
Yeah.
because you wouldn't know about that.
I didn't even think of that.
That's like one of the reasons why it's good to watch it first, because you're supposed to be reading this, or like in the manga, you're supposed to be reading this with the knowledge of his dad.
I didn't even. I guess I kind of forgot that, like, I wouldn't have known that otherwise. But yeah. Yeah, that's interesting. Because, and then in those ones as well, he gets mistaken. They're like, oh no, it's...
Yeah.
And then they're, oh no, you're just stupid. You're just a kid. But now, I guess now he even looks more like him into this old lady who's like super fucking old.
Yeah.
I'm sure, but I'm interested to see what the relationship there was that would make her go so crazy. She was running.
Yeah.
She was flying across that room.
What do you think the relationship is?
I don't know. I don't know.
Only one way to find out, unless there's anything more you want to talk about.
Well, it seems like Sakura is probably going to be able to cure Konkoro here, and demonstrate how good her learning was, and then we'll see what happens in regards to, like, if they are able to go after and, like, maybe find Gaara before it's too late. They have 3 days, so we'll see. We'll
see in the next episode of Naruto Shippuden. Hope you guys liked the video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. And hope you subscribe for future Naruto stuff. You can get 5 episodes ahead if you just can't wait for the next episode to drop tomorrow. Tomorrow? I think. If you just can't wait for the next episode to drop, you can go to our Patreon and get 5 episodes ahead, or 5 uncut episodes ahead if you want to be real extra. See you guys in the next one. I'm Carson.
I'm Lindsay.
Bye-bye. Thank you to all of our patrons, especially those in the Student Council.
Zenge,
John Ortega,
Aurora,
Lewis,
Christian Bay,
Kage Uzumaki,
Dreadful XR,
Xiao Lao,
Brian,
Handicap Bonkai,
D23L,
Charles Liu,
Jude Caspino Buford,
Nick Psycho,
Michael Wells,
King Mr. Mew,
Rifleman Z51,
Thelmus Celetius,
Brandon Bruce,
Yankee,
Vanonian,
Yuki Ali,
Mord Tarragon,
Josh Carey Gray,
Jordan Agnew,
Lolly Convict,
Redacted,
Zachary Porth,
Mohammed Burnham Ahmed,
Michael E. Zabel,
Callum Forsyth,
Nicholas Woody,
Soma Yukahara,
Dogs Free,
It's Your Boy Dom,
Christian Nielsen,
Phantom,
Quant Tuggle,
Proyectos Informatica,
Sugar Daddy Alex,
Tara,
Hunter Wayne Germany. Thank you guys so much, and we'll see you in the next one.